I am using my system to trade one ticker and one ticker only, S&P 500 Futures, every single day for a year. And we're going to journal this to log our progress, improve our execution, and do market analysis in the beginning video as well to see if we really know what we're doing about and if the system works. So today is day 93. I made about 680 today after fees, 727 before fees. Pretty good day, pretty green day, about 90% win rate. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I thought that we could break out above here, right? And we did. We hit the bottom this morning at 68.15-ish area. And then we just bounced like crazy. We have a bunch of signals too this morning that kind of like, I'll show you in the chart actually. So the bottom here is kind of like our 185 MOB level. We're pretty bullish. Our background here flipped green, which shows that there's more buyers and sellers, right? We love to see more buyers and sellers because that means buyers are stepping in to hold this level. And we have somewhat of a nice double bottom setup actually. If you look at this process here, not a perfect double bottom because this bottom is a little bit lower, but we did bounce higher. So hey, that's good there, right? And we had a pretty good push. And the reason we had that good push is because market makers are loading up. They added a lot of positions, but also because there was talks of the Greenland deal, us invading Greenland getting not happening. So it's kind of a taco situation where they said they were going to do something and then they roll back. They were like, oh snap, this is too dangerous. We're not going to do it because if we do invade Greenland, then Europe's going to unload the US Treasury and they're going to kill the dollar. And if they kill the dollars, then we can't borrow debt for cheap. And then if we can't borrow debt and print money for cheap, then we don't have money to invade the country. So it's kind of like an interesting situation. And the market played out accordingly to that. So are we bullish or bearish at this point? Well, I think going forward, we are pretty bullish because I'll show you why as well. We have these moving averages curling back upwards, right? And we are breaking above that 6,900 level. Over here, I think that if we break above the 6890 level, we're pretty bullish too. And the reason that level is pretty important is because that's a 97-minute MOB level. We held that level pretty well here and we broke over it. We had a first test here. And then we went back down. Then we had a second test and we just broke it over with such tremendous volume. And anytime you want to see a big level taken out, you need to see it taken out with tremendous volume. That's what happened there. And when there's tremendous volume, that means it's serious and it could push further. Can we come back down? Yeah, for sure we could. I think we definitely could come back down. I think if we come back down, the 6890 could be an interesting level of support, kind of like over here. It would be nice if that does happen, but could also be unlikely. In terms of 5 and 10 minute, we are at a little bit of resistance here on the 10 minutes here. We're struggling here. We could see some violent pullbacks. Could even pull back to 6860s possibly, but ideally we want this area to somewhat hold. And then 30-minute time frame, pretty strong reversal here. 390, pretty strong reversal already. We could also get something like this situation here where we did get a strong bounce, and then they flip-flop again and then it comes back down. So that's also a possibility too. But if you didn't catch today's move, you didn't buy here, you probably missed majority of the move. I think this week was one of the few weeks where we have a lot of great, tremendous opportunities. And if you took them, great. If you didn't take them, just stay on sideline and watch out because I do know that on Thursdays, we typically get a major move. And tomorrow is Thursday. So probably I would recommend reducing contracts. Really hard to see where we go from here because we did already move 130 points today on ES, which means we could either stall tomorrow or we could move even more violently. If we move more violently to the upside, that could be 7,000. That should be 7,000 plus, but I think it's harder to grind up than it is to grind down. So if they do push down, it could be even a more violent move. We can invalidate everything here. So just be open to that and know that anything could change at any given point in time. I hope that was helpful. In any way, as always, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys see, and if you guys have anything that invalidates my thought process, I would love to hear that as well because I'm always open to different perspectives. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.